If you or someone you know has had an organ transplant, you know how grateful they are for the gift of life, but that new life can come with a lot of challenges, including the medication they have to take for the rest of their lives. And now one local surgeon has performed the first ever retroactive stem cell transplant following a kidney transplant, potentially freeing his patients of the bonds of dangerous drugs forever.
That's the first go around.
Along with breakfast, Bill Gallio's morning routine involves almost 30 pills a day, a painful reminder of a beautiful gift from his daughter.
This is for my stomach because of the steroids.
His daughter Timmery donated her kidney to her father in 2004, his second transplant after his first one gave out. The organ saved his life, but the drug cocktail that followed has serious side effects and weakens his immune system.
It makes your life 100%. As opposed to being 50%, because the other 50% of your life is your medication.
These are people that have had their transplant months or years earlier.
Dr. Jeffrey Veal has transplanted more than 2,000 kidneys. And while he's saved countless lives, he often worries about the quality of life afterwards.
These drugs have side effects. They make you weight gain, lose hair, worse cancer, infections.
Dr. Veal has embarked on a 7-year journey along with his team at UCLA to find a way to get transplant recipients off the immunosuppressant drugs. Our cameras are there as he transplants stem cells into the recipient's body after the initial kidney transplant. The patients, Micah Deaver and his brother Dylan, who gave Micah a kidney 13 months earlier. Dr. Veal hoping Dylan's stem cells will be a magic elixir in Micah's body, tricking it into thinking Dylan's kidney is his own, spurring his body to produce more of Dylan's cells and freeing Micah of the anti-rejection medications.
A kidney transplant typically functions for about 15, maybe 20 years if you're lucky. But these same drugs actually cause the kidney transplant to fail. It kind of chokes out the kidney over time. So by not being on these drugs, the kidney transplant could potentially function for the rest of the recipient's life.
And that frees up the organs for people who need it, right?
Exactly. So 20% of people on the waiting list are waiting for their second, third, or fourth kidney transplant.
Even before the dialysis, I was sick for years. Like, I don't want to get out of bed sick.
We were mostly just caught up with all of his, like, making sure he would live, you know, like, that was not even a forethought in our mind of, like, what's the next step in life.
Dr. Veal has transplanted stem cells at the same time as the kidney on half a dozen other matches, but this is the first time in history the procedure will be done retroactively. If it works, it will revolutionize medicine.
Did you have doors slammed in your face initially?
Yeah, definitely.
But you always believed that you would be able to do it?
I thought it would work.
I want to be a part of that because it has such huge implications for everybody who's donated in the past, you know, to help those people be off those rejection drugs. It's really exciting.
In a bed at UCLA, a machine sucks blood from Dylan's body. His white blood cells are then separated out and cryopreserved.
Does it feel surreal that you're finally here at this moment?
It's super weird. It's been a long journey to it, and now that we're doing it, I'm like, all right, finally.
A decade of worry, despair, seizures, surgery, and medication, now potentially almost in the rear view.
It's like terrifying, obviously, because you watch this young person just being super sick, and you think about that, and it's really hard.
Micah, meantime, is going through radiation and powerful drugs, and will then have Dylan's stem cells transferred into his body. And now, a waiting game. A month goes by, and now the moment of truth. Dr. Veal will find out if there's engraftment in Micah's body and whether he'll actually start producing Dylan's white blood cells and will recognize the kidney as his own.
Yeah, it's a big day. I mean, it's the first time ever done in the history of the planet. It's only taken 10 years of our teams, about 50 people, 10 years to do it. They'll never get that time back if it doesn't work.
Dr. Veal hopes the procedure is a success and then opens the door to a world of new possibilities for all kinds of transplant patients.
Okay, the report just came in. Let's click and see if we got tolerance. Come on, Micah, hope you engrafted. Yes, guys, we got tolerance.
About a quarter of Micah's blood, now his brother's cells. A measure of success that seems to surprise even the engineer of this breakthrough.
Rebecca, we did it, damn it.
Can you believe that? This is fantastic. Like, can you believe it? We did it. What a damn team. I'm so thrilled.
Doctors make many calls to break news, but few are as exciting as this one.
It worked, Micah. We did it, man.
We got chimerism?
We got chimerism. We got engraftment, man. We did it.
Micah and Melissa now planning to get married and live a life free of another transplant and without medication.
The outlook is good. Yes, very much so. I do feel for you. I think we're in a pretty good place right now, actually.
We're in a very good place. We're still on, you know, on the train.
Yeah, we're
going.
starting the taper of the last drug. That's kind of cool.
For 77-year-old Bill Gallio,
Here's the little devil. That's prednisone.
the thought of life without medicine hardly seemed possible.
Did you ever think you'd see a day where you might get off your medication and have a healthy kidney?
No.
Sometimes an experiment exceeds the wildest dreams.
Opens it up to people who had a transplant a year ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, this is so rad. Let's wean them off immunosuppression. Can't thank you and the team enough. Really appreciate it. Okay, see you, buddy. Bye. Bye. Yeah, they're over the moon. They said these are super clean results.
Wow.
So it's really groundbreaking. It's the first of its kind anywhere in the world, and it was such a privilege to be able to go along on that journey.
Yeah, and watch it be successful. Even watching the doctor get that phone call and react, it's amazing to all that research leading to this moment that changed his life forever.
And
so
for the
many
patients whose lives are changed forever, too.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
this is amazing.
Yeah, right after the break, Dr. Beal joins us live in studio to discuss how he's feeling about his accomplishment and what this could mean in the bigger picture for all kinds of transplant recipients.